Vanita, a 2-day samvada delving into exemplar women in Indic wisdom. What is this concept? It's an ode to the unparalleled characteristics that were in some of the exemplary women from Indian mythology and wisdom. Often we wonder why we aren't able to do something. We wonder what is wrong with us. Why aren't we able to say, do, or behave, or live in any particular way? And we think it's just not in me, you know. And I've heard this line from so many youngsters. It's just not me. I'm unable to do it. It's just not in me. Now, it's not me, it's not in me. All these things put together, you've already given up. So I thought it'll be important for us to revisit what kind of women were there in our country. And all of you know them. I'm not bringing some new people to your lives. But I'm trying to see each one of them from the prism of my eyes in reply to what I heard from all of you. If I have heard many things, I am just reacting to that, and I'm wondering how can I answer each one of you through the characteristics that existed. And well, why don't they exist now is the question we will ask ourselves at the end of the day. This is an event to remind ourselves of our intrinsic qualities. So we all have it in us, but somewhere we have either dropped them off, like somebody got down from us, or maybe we have forgotten in our own intellect that we had something like this, but you know, like the film Ghajini, the temporary erase of thoughts in mind, you forget all these things. So this is primarily to bring back and to remind us that these were the kind of women in this situation, they did this, and probably these are the qualities that all of us have to imbibe. We will begin with a short kind of a prayer which will imbibe and show you the different characteristics of women. And for this, for both the days, I thought it will be like a preface to whatever we are going to do in the evening. So I requested 2 young dancers, very, well practiced and very talented, very enthusiastic young dancers. We will begin today with Nikita Manjuna, the disciple of Satyanarayan Raju. The composition is what I want you all to pay attention to, composed and written by our very own Vidwan D.S. Srivatsa. And it's in the language of, it's in the Telugu language today, and tomorrow it will be in Kannada, again written and composed by Sharath Prabhat. I thought it will be a nice preface to understand for you all and familiarize yourselves with the characteristics and the characters. So, Nikita Manjunath, followed by Saraswati.
Sa ga ma pa ma ga sa ga ma ni sa ni sa ni sa ga ma pa ni sa vivekamu vicharamu vinaya virya sampatamule vivekamu vicharamu vinaya virya sampatamule धी शक्ति आध्यात्मिक व्यक्ति गुणद्वयमुल नारी धी शक्ति आध्यात्मिक व्यक्ति गुणद्वयमुल नारी देवी सरस्वती शक्ति आध्यात्मिक व्यक्ति गुणद्वयमुल नारी देवी सरस्वती विनय सात्विक गुणमुल सिरुल विनय सात्विक गुणमुल सिरुल वनिता त्वयुनु कृष्णुनि राधा रामुनि सीता राधा सीता विनय सात्विक गुणमुल सिरुल वनिता त्वयुनु कृष्णुनि राधा रामुनि सीता धीरत धीरत भौतिक धीरत मंडोदरी द्रौपदी बौद्धिक धीरत वीरत धीरत बौद्धिक धीरत मंडोदरी द्रौपदी बौद्धिक धीरत असामान्यमु अपुरूपमु असामान्यमु अपुरूपमु श्लाघनीयमु मंडन मिश्रुनितु कीर्ति गलिगिन उभय भारती मंडन मिश्रुनितु कीर्ति गलिगिन उभय भारती याज्ञवल्क्युनि प्रतिवादमुतो गेलिचिन गार्गी याज्ञवल्क्युनि प्रतिवादमुतो गेलिचिन गार्गी विचारक वनिता मनुनु अनर्घ्य कलियुग विचारक वनिता मनु अनर्घ्य कलियुग मनु वनिता मनु गम प बग स गम गम पनि बम गम पनि सा स गम प बग स गम गम पनि बम गम पनि सा स नि सा नि प बग स गम पनि सा स ग नि सा गम स ग नि सा स नि गम
Viveka being intellect, and the wonderful philosophy that I have read amongst many of the great spiritual leaders and authors of our country is that intellect leads to wisdom, wisdom leads to spiritual growth. So these are the three focal points. So intellect, wisdom, spiritual growth. You look at it like that. You don't look at intellect as something that's only going to enable you today and that, you learn something and then tomorrow, it's going to be used for whatever purpose. Finally, intellect has to give you wisdom. And wisdom means to be able to understand what is good, what is not good, how we move on in our journey, and how we evolve as people. So spiritual intellect, that which gives one the ability of discernment, of learning, that enables to learn without discrimination. Viveka allows one to know what is the essence and what is not the essence, what is duty, what is non-duty. It's considered as the first requirement for the spiritual journey. The next requirement in the journey, of course, is Vedanta, Vairagya, or renunciation, a natural extension of Viveka. So spiritual growth cannot happen without Vairagya, letting go of everything that you have around you, including those base elements that are there in you, the characteristics which are so not wanted, anger, jealousy, etc. You all know the Arishad Vargas. I don't have to describe them to you. And we strive our lives trying to say, oh, I should not be jealous, oh, I should not be angry, etc. So what is it that can allow you this discernment from everything that is around you? Is only Viveka, and that is intellect. Viveka we will see through two characters, Saraswati and Maitreyi. Who is Saraswati? Why have we chosen her? Why haven't we chosen Saraswati in any other form or any other extension of either Durga or any other goddess? We are looking at Saraswati as purely intellect, pristine intellect, because that is the only pristineness without much paraphernalia that will work towards taking you for spiritual growth. Eventually, every song, every dance, every painting, everything is for what? Is for self-evolution, understanding oneself and then moving from that self on towards a higher consciousness. What can take you to higher consciousness other than Saraswati? So we will begin with Maha Saraswati. Om Vagadevye cha vidmahe, Brahma patne cha dhimahi, tanno vani prachodayat. We are taking a very simple form of Saraswati. We will begin with Mahakavi Kalidasa's Shamala Dandakam in praise of God Saraswati. She says, the Bhakta says, I always meditate on the one who playfully holds the veena made of manikya. Victory to the one who enjoys and appreciates music. Victory to the one who is fond of the playful parrot. May Goddess Saraswati protect me. We are interspersing this Dandakam with Mysore Vasudevacharya's composition, Mamavatu Sri Saraswati. It's one of the most popular ones in Karnataka. Needs no description, but I'm just sort of giving you some basic elements that you will find here today. The one whose feet are worshipped by the King of Kings and the one who offers the essence of all the Vedas, saluted by not only Brahma but also Shiva. In this presentation as Saraswati, we will delve into the story of Indra, seeking help from the goddess to retrieve the Soma plant from the Gandharvas. Indra, the king of God, runs to Saraswati and implores her assistance. She negotiates it by teaching the Gandharvas how to play melodious music. So intellect, knowledge is what is the buy-in for you if you want something. This is a basic she challenges you with. Yeah? And additionally, of course, we see Saraswati descending on this Bhumi as a river. And this descent symbolizes her blessing all of us to take us through all these deep thoughts. The interspersed swarams have been composed by R. Sridhar from Delhi. And we conclude with the last para of the Dandakam again. We go back to it. The soul and essence of all the holy waters, of all the tantras, of all the mantras, of all the chakras, all the psychic powers, all the seats of power, all philosophy, all knowledge, all yogas, all musical sounds, all the Vedas, all speech, and all the worlds. What are they? They are the forms who are the mother of all the worlds. She is the one who's seen in so many forms around us, all the time manifesting differently. Everywhere you look, you find her in some form or the other. We seek her blessings always. We pay our obeisance to her. Shreyasi Gopinath from Delhi will immortalize the attributes of Saraswati. Ladies and gentlemen, Vanita, a two-day samvada on the wonderful characteristics of women from Indic wisdom, portrayed by Saraswati.
माणिक्य वीणा उपलालयन्ती मदालसं मञ्जुल वाग्विलासा माणिक्य वीणाम् उपलालयन्ती मदालसं मञ्जुलवाग्विलासा माहेन्द्र नीलद्युति कोमलाङ्गी मातङ्ग कन्या मनसा स्मरामि माहेन्द्र नीलद्युति कोमलाङ्गी मातङ्गकन्या मनसा स्मरामि मनसा चतुर्भुजे चन्द्र कलावतंसे कुचोन्नते कुङ्कुमराग चतुर्भुजे चन्द्र कलावतंसे कुचोन्नते कुङ्कुमराग पुण्ड्रेक्षु पाश कुश पुष्पबाण हस्ते नमस्ते जगदेक माता पुण्ड्रेक्षु पाश कुश पुष्पबाण हस्ते नमस्ते जगदेक माता जगदेक माता जगदेक माता जय मातंगतनये जय नीलोत्पलच्युते जय संगीत रसिके जय लीला शुकप्रिये जय लीला शुकप्रिये जय लीला शुकप्रिये देवी माता सरोज धृत वीणा कोमलकर सरोज धृत वीणा ಚತುರ ನಿಜ ಗಣ ಶೋಭಿತ ಮಣಿಮಯ ಚತುರ ನಿಜ ಗಣ ಶೋಭಿತ ಮಣಿಮಯ ಅಜ ಭವಾದಿತ ವಸುದೇವ ಚಲನಿತ ಸಕಲ ವೇದ ಅಜ ಭವಾದಿತ ವಸುದೇವ ಚಲನಿತ ಸಕಲ ವೇದ ಮಾವದು ಶ್ರೀ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಕಾಮಕೋಟಿ ಪೀಠ ನಿವಾಸಿನಿ ಮಾವದು ಶ್ರೀ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಸರ್ವತೀರ್ಥಾತ್ಮಿಕೆ ಸರ್ವತಂತ್ರಾತ್ಮಿಕೆ ಸರ್ವಮಂತ್ರಾತ್ಮಿಕೆ ಸರ್ವಚಕ್ರಾತ್ಮಿಕೆ ಸರ್ವಶಕ್ತ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕೆ ಸರ್ವಪೀಠಾತ್ಮಿಕೆ ಸರ್ವತತ್ವಾತ್ಮಿಕೆ ಸರ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕೆ ಸರ್ವಯೋಗಾತ್ಮಿಕೆ ಸರ್ವನಾದಾತ್ಮಿಕೆ ಸರ್ವವೇದಾತ್ಮಿಕೆ ಸರ್ವಶಬ್ದಾತ್ಮಿಕೆ ಸರ್ವವಿಶ್ವಾತ್ಮಿಕೆ ಸರ್ವವರ್ಗಾತ್ಮಿಕೆ ಸರ್ವದೀಕ್ಷಾತ್ಮಿಕೆ ಸರ್ವಗೆ ಸರ್ವರೂಪೇ ಜಗನ್ಮಾತೃಕೆ ಪಾಹಿ ಮಾಂ, ಪಾಹಿ ಮಾಂ. ದೇವಿ ತುಭ್ಯಂ ನಮೋ, ದೇವಿ ತುಭ್ಯಂ ನಮೋ, ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಮಾತಾ.
This was the epitome or embodiment of Viveka. We move on to the next character that portrays Viveka. Intellect, but of an extremely higher level. Nava are maitreyi patyum kamaya patihi priyo bhavati atmannastu kamaya patihi priyo bhavati. O Maitreyi, man is not loved by his wife because he is the husband, but because of the Atma in him. Maitreyi was a character who lived in the later Vedic period in ancient India and mentioned in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad as one of the two wives of the Vedic sage Yajnavalkya. She is estimated to have lived around the 8th century BCE. And in the Hindu epic Mahabharata and the Grihya Sutras, Maitreyi is described as an Advaita philosopher. She is also known as Brahmavadini, an expounder of the Vedas and somebody who could discuss the Vedas. She appears in many ancient Indian texts in dialogue where she explores the concept of Atman, the soul or the self, in a dialogue with Yajnavalkya. She is often cited as an example for educational opportunities available to women in the Vedic period and their philosophical achievements. In fact, she is considered a symbol of an Indian intellectual woman. The dialogue between Maitreya and Yajnavalkya is very popular. It states that love is driven by a person's soul. It discusses the nature of the Atman, the Brahman, and their unity, being one with the Lord. We keep doing this every day in every song. We sing it and we dance it, saying we want to be one with Him. So this, the core of Advaita philosophy, is to be one. As Yajnavalkya is on the brink of taking his sannyasa ashrama, he asks Maitreyi for her permission and tells her that he would like to divide his assets between her and his other wife Katyayani. Maitreyi says that she is not interested in wealth. Not heard of today though. Since it would not make her immortal, but she wanted to learn about immortality. She says, if now this whole earth was filled with wealth and it was mine, would I be immortal thereby? No, he says, Yajnavalkya. As the life of the rich, even so your life would be. With all the problems and the attentions of a rich person, your life would also be the same, he says. Of immortality, however, there is no hope through wealth. So wealth doesn't give you immortality or peace or moksha or nirvana or whatever word you want to use. Then said Maitreyi, what should I do that through which I may not become immortal? What you know, you please tell me. And he says, dear as you are to us, dear is what you say. Come sit down and I will explain to you. But while I am expounding, do seek to ponder thereon. I mean, I can tell you something, but you are supposed to think about it after that. I can take the horse to the water, but I cannot make it drink. So, he says that in this dialogue, which was very significant and beyond the gauge of gender relations, we see here that though they are husband and wife, there was no discrimination in gender. He talks to her as yet another human being, as somebody who has an Atman within her. Not for the love of a husband is a husband dear, not because you love him, but for the love of self, a husband is dear, because he is your soul. Have you considered him as the husband who is out of you, or have you considered him as your soul? And if he is your soul, so not for the love, the wife is dear, but for the love of the self. He says, if I consider that you are within me and you are my Atman, then I love you. So love itself, he has created a completely different perspective of that. So the whole idea of hearing everyone saying, I love you, will now will break into, shatter into 1,000 pieces. But what did Max Miller say about all this? Because we have to go back to the West, you see. They tell us better what we know. That love is described in the Maitreyi and Yajnavalkya dialogue of the Upanishads, extending to all aspects of one's life and beyond. He says, one should indeed see, hear, and understand and meditate over the self. Again, he also comes back to the self. O Maitreyi, indeed, he who has seen, heard, reflected, and understood the self, by him alone the world comes to be known. This very difficult and very esoteric philosophy of India, where we are still living in the world of Maya, where we consider ourselves and our relatives to be in love with each other and constantly look for recognition of ourselves in them, where we forget that we are in us and they are in us. I think that's where we need to put the nail on it. Saundarya Srivatsa will immortalize the attributes of Maitreyi with, with these two characters. We have tried to portray Viveka of Indian women through the Saraswati herself, and how she imparts intellect to us, and how that imparted intellect can then make the woman start thinking and understanding Indian philosophy and taking it to a higher realm. Maitreyi by Saundarya Srivatsa.
मैत्रेयीति होवाच याज्ञवल्क्य ऋषिः उद्यासन्वा हरेकम् अस्मात्थानादस्मि हल्त तेनया कात्यायन्या अन्तो करवाणेति मैत्रेयी अहमस्मात् गार्हस्थ्यात् आश्रमात् ऊर्ध्वं गन्तुमिच्छामि किञ्च अन्यतते तव गणया द्वितीयया भार्यया अन्तं विच्छेदं करवाणि द्रव्यं विभागं कृत्वा वित्तेन संविभज युवाम् अहं गमिष्यामि परिव्राजाख्यम् आश्रमान्तरं वै भगवन् यदि ममय्यं पृथिवी सर्वसागरपरिक्षिप्ता वित्तेन पृथिवी पूर्ण वित्तसाध्येन कर्मणा अग्निहोत्राधिना अमृता किं स्यात् अमृता किं स्यात् अमृता किं स्यात्
नेति नेति नैवस्य अमृतं मैत्रेयी नैवस्य अमृतं
निरेगमप पमगरि सरिगमपदनि पदनि सनि पमगरि सरिगमपमग रि पमगरि सरिग रि गम गमप भगवन् पत्युः कामाय जयाय पत्युः कामाय जयाय पतिः प्रियो न भवति आत्मनस्तु कामायैव भार्याय पतिः प्रियो भवति आत्मनस्तु कामायैव भार्यायाः पतिः प्रियो भवति पमगरि स पमगरि ग निद पमव सनि दबद तिरि सनि सनि दबद भवतनि सा निद पमगरि रे ग म पधनि सनि द पमग रे ग म पधनि सनि द पमग पत्युः कामाय जयाय पतिः प्रियो न आत्मनस्तु कामायैव भार्याय पतिः प्रियो भवति पमगरि पमगरि स निध धनिर्रिग निर्रिग गम प प ध रि ध प भूतानां कामाय पंचभूतानां कामाय भूतानां कामाय भूतानि प्रियाणि न भवन्ति आत्मनस्तु कामाय भूतानि प्रियाणि भवन्ति आत्मनस्तु कामाय भूतानि प्रियाणि भवन्ति भूतानि प्रियाणि भवन्ति भूतानां कामाय भूतानि प्रियाणि न भवन्ति आत्मनस्तु कामाय भूतानि प्रियाणि भवन्ति भगवन् भवत्यात्मनस्तु कामाय सर्वं प्रियं भवति वा दृष्टव्यः श्रोतव्यः मन्थव्यः निदिध्यासितव्यः विज्ञानेदयं सर्वं विदितं सर्वं विदितं धीं धीं त धीं तन्न थिर
धृतुं तज्जं तधिं गिण्णतु तधिं गिण्णतुं तधिं गिण्णतुं तक्किट्टत्तां धृतुं तज्जं तकतधिं गिण्णतुं तकतधिं गिण्णतुं तकतधिं गिण्णतुं तक्किट्टत्तां धृतुं तज्जं तकधिकु तधिं गिण्णतुं तकधिकु तधिं गिण्णतुं तकधिकु तधिं गिण्णतुं
धीं धीं त धीं तन्न थिर तधिरना तधिरना झडु धीं धीं त धीं तन्न थिरना तधिरना
The next characteristic that we have selected is Vinaya. What is humility? How is it defined? Humility is defined as being unselfed, liberated from the consciousness of self. A form of temperance that is neither having pride nor indulging in self-deprecation. Humility arises from a space of competence which gives rise to confidence. And in confidence, one has to learn that it has to be tempered so that it doesn't result in pride, nor will it go the other way of self-deprecation where one feels sorrowful or pitiful for oneself. Humility is that characteristic which has such a fine balance between competence and confidence. Both have to be there for one to be humble. You cannot be insecure in your mind or not confident in your mind and still be humble, because then you will end up becoming insecure and then the rest of the negative aspects follow with it. Some of the characters of Indian mythology have been portrayed as those who are very humble, but somewhere a sense of pathos, a sense of deprecation in them has also been seen, probably as interpretation of many people of that characteristic. Today, we want to visit Vinaya, as I said, from a space of complete confidence and competence. We want to visit Vinaya as being unselfed, removing our ego from the whole thing, trying to be humble, at the same time knowing that we are good. Adorned with a beautiful and fragrant body that entices and attracts Madhava, an adept singer who has pleasing speech and an expert in the art of humor too. But she is humble, full of compassion, skilled yet dexterous. Shyness is her ornament, and the most righteous one. She is the abode of tolerance and Shalinata. Who is she? Radharani. One who has Krishna wrapped around her little finger, yet has never felt the need to be jealous or angry or suspicious about those 16 lakh Sakhis around her, where she's able to see Krishna with each one of them, yet feel a matter of comfort and pride within oneself, thinking, I am confident that he is only mine. Her abounding love for Krishna is beyond the realms of physical and in its purest selfless form. So selfless is the word. As I said in the beginning, humility is being unselfed. Her confidence and large-heartedness has made her the understanding lover of Krishna, even when she saw him flirting with the other Sakhis. She is a Mahauttama Naika who shared her love with the whole world for a greater purpose. She lets him go when dharma beckons. Yet, she finds him residing within, keeping her eternal love alive for him. The character of Radha is the ultimate in terms of humility. But I wanted to highlight that she is so confident. Music by Kirtana Krishnamurthy, research and script Dr. Saraswati Anand and Nandini Ganeshan, and with the blessings of the well-known Guru and my dear friend Chitra Vishweshwaran, we have Nandini Ganeshan, who will delineate these beautiful attributes of Radharani.
भजामि राधम् अरविन्दनेत्रा स्मरामि राधा मधुरस्मितास्या वदामि राधा करुणाभरार्द्र ततो ममन्यास्ति गतेर्न कापि सासनिनि बम बमनिनि बम बमरिनि नि ससनिनि बम बमनिनि बम बमरिनि पाय नि ससनिनि बम बमरिनि नि ससनिनि बम पासनि मम पपदि पपदिनि स पपदिनि रे मनि मनि स रे म पदि स सासनि बम बमरिनि स
राधे श्री राधे जय राधे कृष्ण प्रिय राधे जय वृषभानुकुवरि श्री श्याम कीर्ति नंदनि शोभाधाम नित्य विहारिणि श्याम आधार प्रियत मोदु मंगलदातार
जय वृषभानुकुवरि श्रीश्याम कीरति नंदिनि शोभाधाम नित्य विहारिणि श्यामगधर अमित बोध मंगलदातार
तां तकिट धीं तकिट तूं तकिट नं तकिट तक धिन तक धिन तां तकिट धीं तकिट तूं तकिट नं तकिट तक धिन तां रास विलासिनि रस विस्तारि सहचरि सुभग यूतु मन भावन नित्य किशोरी राधा गौरी श्याम प्राण धन अति जिय मोई
रास विलासिनि रस विस्तारि सहचरि सुभग यूथ मन भावि नित्य किशोरी राधा गौरी श्याम प्राण धन अति प्रिय जोड़ी
तत्त झुम तदग तत्तणुं तत्त झुम ततक धिन तां तत्त झुम तदग झुम ततक झुम ततक धिन ते करुणा सागर हिय उमंगिनी ललितादिक सखियन की संगिनी दिनकर कन्या कूलु विहारिणी कृष्ण प्राण प्रिय हिय हुलसारिणी
करुणा सागर हिय उमंगिनी ललिता दिग सखियन के संगे दिनकर कन्या कूल विहारिणी कृष्ण प्राण प्रिय हिय हुलसावनी
तां ततक धिन धिन ततक धिन तों ततक धिन तक धिन तों राम तां ततक धिन 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 ततक धिन तों तों ततक धिन तां नित्य श्याम तुम रहो गुण गावे राधा राधा कहि हर्षावे राधा कृष्ण कृष्ण कहे राधा एक रूप दो प्रीति अगाधा
नित्य श्याम तुम रो गुण गावे राधा राधा कहि हर्षावे राधा कृष्ण कृष्ण कहे राधा एक रूप दोय प्रीति अगाधा
तधन तधन तझुनु तझुनु तधिमित तक धिन तां तधन तधन तझुनु तझुनु तधिमित तक धिन तां तरि तधन तक धिन तां धन तझुनु तक धिन झुनु तधिमि तक धिन तां धिमि तधिमि तक धिन तरि तधन धन तझुनु झुनु तधिमि धिमि तकिट तरि तधन तझुनु तधिमि तदा कूधि कूदा की त तुम किट किट तकिडन नंगी किट तक नंगी किट तकी राधे हे राधे राधे कृष्ण की राधे
श्याम तुम्हें पे रहत निछावर राधा जी 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 ओ कम सखियन बस रूप सवरिया हम सखियन बस रूप सवरिया देखत है रगन बाबर देखत है रगन बाबर राधा जी श्याम तुम्हें पे रहत निछावर राधा जी श्याम तुम्हें पे रहत निछावर राधा जी राधा भोलेपन से बोले राधा भोलेपन से बोले गिरिधर सब उर डोले गिरिधर सब उर डोले श्याम हमारे तुम शक पाए श्याम हमारे तुम शक पाए जग भी सारा यही समझे जग भी सारा यही समझे सर्वस्व जगत के रखवाले सर्वस्व जगत के रखवाले सबको एक धरा से तोले 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 बंसीधर अधरन जब बाजत बंसीधर अधरन सब बाजत सबके हृदय द्वार है खोले सबके हृदय द्वार है खोले बंसीधरा द्वार है खोले सबके हृदय द्वार है खोले सबके हृदय द्वार है खोले प्रेम हरि को रूप है त्योरे हरे प्रेम स्वरूप एक होई दो सूरज अरुधूप जो सूरज अरुधूप मकराकृत कुंडल गुंज के माला के लाल लस पग पावरिया वचरानी चरावन मिस भाव तो दो गयो भावते बाबरिया रस खानी विकतनी सिगरे भये बाबरिया ब्रजरावरिया सजनी यही गोकुल में विश्व बगरायो है नंद के सावरिया नंद के सावरिया नंद के सावरिया नंद वंशीवट तट निकट भूमि शोभित हरि निशिवासर एक संग सदा विहरहे पिया प्यारे पिया प्यारे पिया प्रेम छिपाए ना छिपे जो घटा परागत होया यद्यपि मुख बोले विदा कान्हा मनमोहना जा तुम नगरी मथुरा विदा कान्हा मनमोहना जा तुम नगरी मथुरा विदा कान्हा मनमोहना जा नगरी मथुरा मैं प्रेम धन पाऊं सारा और जग पायो अति धन सारा मैं प्रेम धन पाऊं सारा और जग पायो अति धन सारा सोहे तुम्हारी धर्म भूमि वृंदावन मेरी कर्म भूमि सोहे तुम्हारे धर्म भूमि वृंदावन मेरी कर्म भूमि विदा कान्हा मनमोहना जाओ तुम नगरी मथुरा विदा कान्हा नंदलाला नंदलाला विदा विदा मन प्यारी की गति प्यारा सोन पिया पर सत कर पाया पीर प्रेम पहचाने गई चिमा करी मुस्काया चिमा करी मुस्काया श्री नंद लाला तमाल सो श्यामल तन दरसाया कातन सुबरंग बेली सी राधा नगी समाया फूल कालंदिनी पतर सोबत अति अभिरामा यक छवि मेरे मन बसो निस दिन श्यामा श्याम निस दिन श्यामा श्याम निस दिन श्यामा श्याम निस दिन श्यामा
Today's concluding character, again presenting another aspect of Vinaya. You who are the Bhuputri and the embodiment of knowledge, you are the auspicious Prakriti, you are the destroyer of power and the supremacy of Ravana, at the same time fulfiller of the wishes of all devotees and an embodiment of Saraswati. She is known by many names and has many identities. the daughter of Janaka, the wife of Rama, the sister-in-law of Lakshmana, the one abducted by Ravana, the cause of Ramayana. But apart from all these, who really is she? Devoid of her relations with others, what qualities does she possess? She was raised like a warrior princess. She grew up to be fierce, beautiful, intelligent, pragmatic, assisting her father in the matters of the court. She was unlike any ordinary child or princess. Her eyes had a glimmer of divinity that showed in her actions every now and then. Even when as a child, while playing, she very easily picked up Lord Shiva's bow to retrieve her little toy, leaving everyone astounded. Her blessed life came with deep and devout understanding of what her role was in it as Rama's wife. She never once hesitated or thought to stay back as he was sentenced to exile. She says that I didn't become a queen to live in a palace. Her intelligence glowed when she showed her immense presence of mind, leaving behind the signs for Rama to find her when she was abducted. Her confidence and knowledge of righteous conduct shone as she gently asks Hanuman to take Rama's ring back. She says, I could very well sit on your back and come safely to him, but it is his duty as my husband to come here and avenge my abduction and the embarrassment that I have endured. So go, take this ring, but leave the stone with me. So every time he looks at it, he remembers the soul he has left behind here. The Agni Pariksha, of course, is seen as the utmost test of her humility. The real test came afterwards, a turning point in Sita's story, where she takes a stand for herself, choosing to return back to Bhudevi, the mother whose womb she came from. A different take on Sita, which puts her actions and her decisions in the forefront, highlighting time and again how resilient she was, possessing all the right qualities and never yet being arrogant about them. A true picture of humility. Sita. The stories and experts are taken from Valmiki Ramayanam and Ramcharitmanas, as well as some fictional adaptations and folklore around Sita's story. Choreography, Arundhati Patwardhan. Special inputs from Guru Sucheta Bhide Chapekar. Music by B. Ananthraman. And poetry in Sanskrit. The resource person is Ruchita Rane. Arundhati Patwardhan from Pune will celebrate and accentuate the attributes of Sita.
जनकनन्दिनी विद्महे भूमिजायै धीमहि तन्नो सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिनी विद्महे जाये धीमहि तन्नो सीता प्रचोदयात्।
तळं कुतक धिकुतक तधिंगिन तुंद तै तै तैयुं द तत्तं तकिट तकदे तै तै तैयुं द तत्तं तकिट तकतं धित्तं किट तक तै द तै तं धित्तं किट तक तै द तै tam tai dit tai hi tam hit tam tam tai dit tai hi
जानकी त्वं नमस्यामि सर्वपाप प्रणाशिनी जानकी त्वं नमस्यामि सर्वपाप प्रणाशिनी
tam vitam tam tarikita takatai tarikita takatam vitam tam tarikita takatai tatai tai tarikita takatam vitam tam tarikita takatai tatai tai tarikita takatam vitam tam tarikita takatai tatai tai tarikita takatam
आत्मविद्यां त्रयी रूपाम् अनुरूपां नमाम्यहं प्रसादाभिमुखीं लक्ष्मी क्षीराब्धितनया शुभा
ताहत झम करिताम तहत झम करितै तधिंगिन तुम रकत धिंगिन तुम तकधिकु तधिंगिन तुम तम तम धरगड़तक 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 धलन उतक धिकु तक तधिंगिन तुम तै 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 युम तकिट तक तै 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 युम तत्तम तकिट तक तम
आह्लादरूपिणी सिद्धे शिवा शिवकरीं सीता नमामि विश्वजननी रामचन्द्रेष्ट वल्लभा सीतां सीतां सर्वनवद्यङ्गीं भजामि सततं हृदा भजामि सततं हृदा अन्वेषणाय चिह्नात्यागः प्रसङ्गावधानकम् अन्वेषणाय चिह्नात्यागः प्रसङ्गावधानकम् अन्वेषणाय चिह्नात्यागः प्रसङ्गावधानकम् अन्वेषणाय चिह्नात्यागः प्रसङ्गावधानकम् जयति विनय सीता रामपथानुगामिनी सौम्यशीला बुद्धियुक्ता साधुरक्षणकारिणी जयति विनय
ತದ್ಧಿತ್ತಂ ತದ್ಧಿತ್ತಂ ತದ್ಗದಗದಂ ತದ್ಧಿತ್ತಂ ತದ್ಗದಗದಂ ತದ್ಹಿಂಗಿನ್ನತುಂ ತಕತದ್ಹಿನ್ನತುಂ ತಕದಿಕು ತದ್ಹಿಂಗಿನ್ನತುಂ ತಂ ತದ್ಹಿಂಗಿನ್ನತುಂ ತಕತದ್ಹಿಂಗಿನ್ನತುಂ ತಕದಿಕು ತದ್ಹಿನ್ನತುಂ ತಂ ತದ್ಹಿಂಗಿನ್ನತುಂ ತಕತದ್ಹಿಂಗಿನ್ನತುಂ ತಕದಿಕು ತದ್ಹಿಂಗಿನ್ನತುಂ ತಂ
ಪೌಲಸ್ತ್ಯೈಶ್ವರ್ಯ ಸಂಹರ್ತ್ರೇ ಶಾಶ್ವತಸ್ಥಾನುರೂಪಿಣೀ ಹನುಮತಾ ಸಹಾಂಕನಂ ರಾಮೇಣ ಗಮನೋತ್ಸುಕಾ ಪೌಲಸ್ತ್ಯೈಶ್ವರ್ಯ ಸಂಹರ್ತ್ರೇ ಶಾಶ್ವತಸ್ಥಾನರೂಪಿಣೀ ಹನುಮತಾ ಸಹಾಂಕನಂ ರಾಮೇಣ ಗಮನೋತ್ಸುಕಾ ಜಯತಿ ವಿನಯ ಸೀತಾ ರಾಮಪಥಾನುಗಾಮಿನಿ ಸೌಮ್ಯಶೀಲಾ ಬುದ್ಧಿಯುಕ್ತ ಸಾಧು ರಕ್ಷಣಕಾರಿಣಿ ಜಯತಿ ವಿನಯ ಸೀತಾ ರಾಮಪಥಾನುಗಾಮಿನಿ ಸೌಮ್ಯಶೀಲಾ ಬುದ್ಧಿಯುಕ್ತ ರಾಮ ರಕ್ಷಣಕಾರಿಣಿ ಸಾಧು अग्निपरीक्षणार्थं साज्ञाता धर्मपतिव्रता अग्निपरीक्षणार्थं साज्ञाता धर्मपतिव्रता अग्निपरीक्षणार्थं साज्ञाता धर्मपतिव्रता अग्निपरीक्षणार्थं साज्ञाता विश्वास रागद्वेषोपपन्नका सीता पतिव्रता जनकनन्दिन्यै विद्महे भूमिजायै धीमहि तन्नो सीता प्रचोदयात् ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै विद्महे भूमिजायै धीमहि तन्नो सीता प्रचोदयात् क्षीराब्धिकन्यकको श्रीमहालक्ष्मीः नीरजालयं को नीरा